Okay, well,
Very good.
back in the library.
You feel comfortable?
Oh, very.
That's good. Now reach out and look in the library under man, comma, human, comma, earth. And look where the beginning took place. Read into the beginning. Unroll the beginning.
Really fascinating. I'm seeing a collage of faces. And I'm going back like through history. And I'm following through a tunnel that's a collage of faces, each representing a nationality or a period. Just keep following through this tunnel. It's really fascinating. It's almost like I could just stop and pick a period or a time or a face.
If you wish, you can stop at a point where there is a highly civilized man prior to our known history.
Okay, I might remember where that is and come back to it.
Very good.
I get interesting scenes. I'm on a shoreline, breakers and surf, and a lot of rocks sticking out of the water. They're very ragged rocks. They're like new in some way, like the edges are still sharp. And there's a tribal clan of, I gotta correct that, it's not a tribe at all, it's a family, a very large family of animals. They're not like man today, and they're not like monkeys either. They're small. Not too tall, 4 feet. Very long hair covering most of their bodies, but it's like it's like a different kind of hair. It's short in some respect in areas and long in others, like the long hair apparently is decorative or sex-oriented and the short hair is protective.
Real time, 8:30.
Much like a sea otter. They're very native to the water. They appear to be living mostly in the water. So they're coming up on the rocks and sunning themselves. Eating in the rocks, sunning. A lot of grooming going on. I'm trying to pick out some features, and I see foreheads and noses and parts of faces that are very human-like. Not ape-like at all, not gorilla-like at all, just a little different from modern man. Cranial capacity looks to be a bit smaller.
Real time 10, real time 10.
So then I'm going to check something here. Looking for a form of communication, and I'm not getting much of one, except there's an awful lot of touching, and seems the posture of the head is extremely important. Where they hold their chin in there. There's a lot of expression in the eyes. There's a lot of intelligence in the eyes as well. They stand upright, and I haven't seen any of them moving in fours, except for climbing. Another interesting thing is they have a more extended webbing between the feet, the toes of the feet, which are a little bit longer. And the hands have a definite webbing between the fingers. Nails are very hard as well, thicker nails, but a lot longer. There's almost no hair at all on their actual forehead and around the eyes and the nose. And apparently the hair goes very short on the facial area. I don't see any with long hair in the facial area.
Can you communicate with them?
So let me try. They alert like they sense the direction the message is coming from, but they don't see me evidently. They don't acknowledge me. They just kind of are half bending over and staring. They don't seem abnormally excited though.
Very good. Is the implication that this is the origin, or do you go back prior to find origins?
Let's find out. Another interesting thing is that they're afraid of the inside of the jungle area, the treat area, the beach. They are sticking. They're not actually living in the water, but they're right on the water's edge, just like it's a security or comfort for them, probably an escape route.
Very good. Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can go back farther. It's really interesting. I don't get anything else. I get a interesting presentation here. There's a significance there's a significance in that the Earth is very, very primitive. And there's a huge contest going on for control between species in the land, control between species in the water. And that this particular species of animal was put specifically in that barrier area called the meeting of the land and the sea. It's like they know they can participate in both and are using it for survival and knowledgeability. I also get an impression that they were put there
Begs the question, who put them there?
I'm asking that now. I'm getting a answer that I'm not sure I like.
Let's have the reality of it, though.
Yeah, I'm getting a answer that a seed ship or something. No, that's not right.
Real time, 18.
Keep wanting to say a ship, but it's not a ship. I keep seeing myself in well, hell, for lack of a better word, let's call it a laboratory, where they're actually inventing creatures. They're actually constructing animals from genes. Interesting. It's like they're building eggs.
Who is the they?
Asking that too, and I keep getting, hold on a minute, I keep getting nothing but. That may be my problem. Hold on a second, let me work on this a minute.
Very good. Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a false picture here, and I think it's an implanted picture. I'm getting an impression of a very aquiline featured entity of extreme delicacy. Very much like a human being, except that there is a prehensile tail, no evidence of clothing or sexuality, toe-like eyes, extreme fine bone, very long fingers, extremely long fingers, almost spider-like. I keep saying, is this they? And I keep getting a no. It's more like an I, such as an I, me.
Then probe the eye of me.
Like it's like peering into a black what I would translate as a perfect blackness with an extremely bright flashing light, like a flashing light. The two are so absolutely perfect, though, the white and the black. Flashing light is very rhythmic, and it has it's like an aura coming out from a central point.
Can you match that particular flashing? If I were able to, is it slow or fast?
Let me look. Let me count.
I can match it with a pulsing if you wish and see how close I can get to it.
Okay, give me the pulse.
All right.
Hold on a second. Slow it just a little bit. Hold it right there. Right there. That's it.
Very good.
It's really tough fighting it off when I'm hearing it, too. Did you shut it off? Yeah.
What would be the effect if you did not fight it off?
Let's find out.
All right. Take it easy.
I feel like my whole body is turned into energy.
Very good. And just...
Heartbeat's doubled.
Yes.
It's really exciting. I feel like with each flash I'm expanding. As the flash goes away, I'm contracting. Evidently, there's a direct line of some kind, an energy source standpoint.
Do you feel comfortable enough to stay with it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Move up in the direction of the light, then, if you can.
Oh, geez, I can't believe it. Huh. I got a single cross corollary with it, Bob. It's a grow lamp.
It's a who?
A grow lamp.
Describe it more carefully.
It's, there's the need for a stable energy source for some reason. And this is like a generator of a stable energy.
What is the source of this, then?
It's like stepping into
Real time, 29:30.
like stepping into a huge undulating cloud of a mist of specks of color. I don't get anything from the cloud at all except very vibrant colors.
Perceive and look for what we might term as intelligence somewhere within the cloud or source.
I keep getting overwhelmed with confusion.
Voltage +2.
There's got to be a different way of
Try another approach. Ask for help in understanding this. Do it in nonverbal ways.
get two messages. I keep getting shown the flashing light. And there's a message that comes with flashing light. It says, nothing ever comes here. It's interesting. This is evidently an entity that's like in charge of generating power. That really sounds very simplistic, but that's what I keep getting, an entity cloud-like in form that generates power. This. It's whole goal in life. But he's not old or new. It's kind of, it's almost like an ectoplasm that just generates energy.
See if you can probe behind that ectoplasm to the one who directs that, or whatever directs that particular energy, assigns it to do this.
Keep getting a very intense charging when I do that. I came pulling wires apart or something. And now I'm back on the beach with the natives.
I see.
Kind of interesting. It felt like I was being pulled apart while I was doing that.
All
Like
right.
a very large, very intense charging was taking place when I tried to penetrate that, and all my wires were being pulled apart or something.
Very good. Just relax and take it easy now. Just ease it off and relax. Now, the answer that you said you were getting that you didn't like, what was the answer then? Do you have any more knowledge about it?
Yeah, there's, I don't so much mind somebody tending a garden and planting seeds. But apparently, I'm expecting a reason for that. The response that I'm getting is that there's no concern about the seeds after they're planted, which is really kind of strange.
You cannot detect a purpose, particularly one for the planting of the seeds?
No, it's like, we'll put these seeds here and run the better and bigger business, It's like no concern about backtracking and checking on the condition of the seeds.
Can you get a feel for what period, the time as we know it, backing in years, which are rotations of the Earth measured, what is the relative year period that this is taking place prior to our existence?
So I find something to associate it to. It's a pretty larger animal. There's no land animals over the size of a dog. A lot of very heavy armored land animals. By that I mean they're carrying shells, a hard crustaceous type skin. There are some very large sea animals, but no grass eaters yet. Plants appear to be large fungi instead of trees. I'd say it's a minimum. It's geez, I don't know. Pretty large, at least a million years pre-dinosaur, large dinosaur. I don't have any idea what that means in time, but
That's fine.
there's not even anything that remotely looks like a dinosaur.
Now move forward in your investigation of this. downstream in the evolution till, if this be the origin of man, where he becomes sentient, where you can communicate with him, where he becomes different than that particular seed.
Significant point occurs two points occur, cause significant change in communication. First is shorelines invaded by large animals. Major change of communications format is loud whistles, almost like a chuckling noise, like a coughing noise. It's been developed for signaling presence of large animals, warnings, good locations. Seems to be some sketching in the dirt as well. Pictographic representation. Not letters or words, but layouts of position.
Is the physiological structure the same?
Somewhat changed, much heavier animals now. Man has become much heavier. There's been a tremendous amount of muscular growth. The features are not as loosely drawn. They're
Real time, 4430.
chest developments increase from moving things, building things. Calluses down the feet, the webbing's beginning to lose its ground. The upper shoulders and head area is losing a lot of hair. Many parts of the longer mane, the hair is now gone. Backs of the hands and arms are losing their hair. Second point, significant change is selectively gone from sea creatures and sea algae and whatnot for food. Now hunting small rodent-like animals on land using mostly traps, deadfall type traps, digging holes. First appearance of decoration as well, tying bits of fur to their hair.
Very good. Now let's see if we can keep it a survey. Move on further downstream in this evolutionary process, and see if you can find the most profound change and the cause of it.
See a change occurring about time of the loss of the 100,000 years of the last dinosaur going out. See a tribalization, gathering together of the people like into groups, all of the families coming together. Looking for a cause, and I get a change in the frequency of the flashing light. It's been increased.
Can you sense that frequency change?
Yes, it's just a little bit faster.
See if I can match it for you.
The light's also not white, intently white anymore. It's starting to get some very light tint of yellow in it.
I'll change it now and see if you can reach for it.
Okay. Hold it. That's about right. Find, in watching this particular pulse rate, that I just kind of started drifting, and doesn't cause you any problem with concentration, but it causes a big problem with not wandering off in your head. I might be seeing the birth time of the duality of the brain, left, right. Duality of the brain. At least its ability to function one side between the other. I think prior to this point, there was no left-right brain communication. Two totally separate functions performed in the same entity, on the same animal. No corollary.
This is the beginning of separate functions, or the end?
Yes, I perceive it is.
Or the end. It's the beginning then, right?
Beginning, yes.
Right, good.
Sort of like the birth of curiosity.
Very good. Now, again, move down through in evolution till you find another spot. And I will gradually change the frequency to conform to this if there's any change.
Okay.
Just report in when you find it. Another very profound change.
If you're looking for profound change, I don't seem to be able to find any.
Move forward then through the evolutionary process till man began to first organize into civilization as we know it.
Very primitive Indians, herd following Indians. See primitive Indians make temporary shelters, travel with the herds of game.
Now, at this time, just let yourself relax and go to sleep and rest. Let yourself relax and go to sleep and rest. I'll call you when it's time to get over your rest, but just let your whole self relax. Relax very much and just rest. Sleep if you feel like it. It's quite all right.